Well, everyone knew it was happening, given that a variation always does this time of year. Since they skimped out on us in June, this better be good. Hello everyone, this is VGMaster2. This time I'm here to talk about the latest Nintendo Direct. Nothing much to say beforehand, other than apparently there was some stuff that was leaked. I didn't care to remember all of it, and I don't know if it's all gonna be here, but if it is, and I do remember it, I'll mention it. But this major general Nintendo Direct, after being rumored up the ass for weeks, was finally announced on September 12th, 2022, to be happening the next day, September 13th. It apparently is around 40 minutes, yeah, that's what happens when you skip June, assholes, and is to focus on Switch games primarily coming out in winter. Which gives us a few options, like probably Pokemon, which did have info for Sword and Shield in the September Direct of the year it came out in. Which means I might have to end up going to their website after going over this whole motherfucker to find all the info they kept from us. Fucking fantastic. The only thing I'm explicitly not looking forward to is the very likely possibility that we're going to be getting a trailer for the Mario movie. Had it not been, thankfully, delayed, we probably would have seen one by now, but since it was, now is the perfect time. And no, I don't care how funny the memes are, though they are very funny. Most movies can't run on memes, and even if this one could, it shouldn't. This is the second attempt at a Mario movie, Nintendo's most prized fucking thing ever. This should be respectable, and given everything we do know, I highly doubt it is. Almost every single decision we know about has been as baffling as it is retarded. Having Illumination make it, making it likely comedy-focused, hiring random-ass celebrities when Charles Martinet was right there. You can be funny while having a serious plot. Look at the Sonic movies. And even though the Sonic movies recast Sonic, although I could say that's justifiable since it's a complete reimagining of the character tailored for a reboot in a realistic CGI/live-action medium, Tails' voice actress from the games was used in both movies, and she does a great job. Also, there's the fact that, with very few exceptions, the Sonic movies being one of them, almost everything made by the West, especially movies, have been utterly dog shit. Why you decided to trust Illumination instead of having a talented anime studio in your own fucking country is beyond me, especially when everyone is starting to understand that anime is almost always much better than anything the West can produce. What the fuck is wrong with you, Nintendo? I mean, I might be getting ahead of myself. I mean, it's entirely possible that the movie was very recently delayed further, so it might not actually be here. So let's find out and finally get into this bitch. The Direct begins with Fire Emblem, a new main series one. This was actually rumored to be completed already and just being sat on. Obviously until now. It's called Fire Emblem Engage, and like the rumor said, you can basically summon Fire Emblem characters from previous games as fucking stands. Like, almost literal JoJo stands, fucking lol. Also, the main protagonist has retarded multicolored Twitter hair, just like the leaks said, and is the descendant of a dragon, just like in the leaks. Can't wait to see him in the next Smash game in 3 to 5 years because fuck me. It's set to come out January 20th, 2023. Up next, it's revealed that It Takes Two is getting ported, which was either already officially revealed or was mentioned in rumors and leaks already. It's set to come out November 4th. After that is something for Fatal Frame. I have no idea if it's an all-new game or a port, although it looks like it could be a remake or remaster. It's called Fatal Frame: Mask of the Lunar Eclipse. It's set to release early 2023. Then, there's some info for the second batch of Xenoblade Chronicles 3 DLC. I didn't even know there was DLC planned at all, but cool, I guess. It's apparently coming out October 13th. Next is a compilation of games. The newest SpongeBob game, The Cosmic Shake, is getting ported next year. Then there's a Fist of the North Star exercise game releasing March 2023, then a game called Oddballers that exists, I guess, and is releasing early 2023, and then information for a port of Tunic, that furry Zelda ripoff, releasing September 27th. There's then info on the Front Mission remakes. They were already announced a million years ago, but I basically forgot they existed. The first one is meant to come out in November, the second next year, and even further down the line, a remake of the third game. After that, it's announced that a remake of Harvest Moon: A Wonderful Life is happening. Of course, it's retitled to Story of Seasons because of the naming copyright bullshit. It's meant to come out summer 2023. Then there's Splatoon news. The first post-launch Splatfest for 3 is announced. It poses the question, what would you bring to a deserted island? With the options being gear, grub, and fun. I know the game just came out, but apparently it's breaking records, so you couldn't do something at least a little bit exciting. It's happening September 23rd through the 25th. Also, there's more free Splatoon 3 content coming, but we already knew that from the Splatoon 3 Direct from shortly before the game came out. We're then shown something new from Square Enix. Of course, it's in that stupid, outdated, fad fucking pixel shit style that they won't fucking let go of. Turns out it's the direct sequel to Octopath Traveler, Octopath Traveler 2. At least it doesn't have another fucking retarded name. Fucking Triangle Strategy, I will never forgive you for that one. It looks fine other than being fucking pixels. The voice acting sounds great though. It's set to release February 24th, 2023. Yeah, a concrete, fairly close release date. Shocking, I know. After that is some fantasy farming game called Fae Farm. Very bold of them to show off a Harvest Moon ripoff in a direct that already had a Harvest Moon game revealed. Especially because the art style for the characters is fucking ass. It's meant to come out spring 2023. Then a new Final Fantasy Rhythm Theater game is announced, called Final Bar Line. It apparently has over 380 songs at launch, and yes, they did make sure to mention One Winged Angel, cause they gotta milk that motherfucker. It's set to come out February 16th, 2023. And there's not only going to be premium subscription passes for more DLC, because of course there is, go fuck yourself Square Enix, but there's going to be songs from other series, such as Saga, Nier, Octopath, and Live Alive. No Kingdom Hearts, strangely, but they did say there would be more, so maybe it is in there. Then there's info for Mario & Rabbids 2. Some more gameplay is shown off. I don't know if it's the same gameplay that was shown in the recent Ubisoft Direct, because it was there, but it looks pretty good. The story looks kind of interesting actually, which only makes me wish Mario stories usually had more risk and effort put into them. Also, they didn't say anything about it here, for some reason, even though it was also announced, but there's gonna be Rayman DLC for the game, which, thank you for not leaving him dead on the fucking floor for the millionth year in a row. Makes sense too, since Rayman was the origin of the Rabbids as characters. Also, Mario & Rabbids 2 comes out October 20th, but we already knew that. After that is another fucking fantasy farming simulator. Fuck me. But this time it's Rune Factory 3, remastered into Rune Factory 3 Special. And oh my god, the frame rate is fucking garbage. This bitch is fucking stuttering all over the place. Why would you show this footage in your trailer in a presentation from Nintendo? It'll be available in 2023. Also, there's apparently going to be a new sub-series of Rune Factory eventually happening. Apparently the motherfuckers who make this shit decided to forego actually fixing their last buggy pile of shit to instead focus on becoming fucking woke. So, if that's true, fuck that very much. Then Nintendo 64 games for the Switch's Online are announced. They include Pilotwings 64, Mario Parties 1 through 3, both Pokemon Stadium games, 1080 Snowboarding, and Excite Bike 64. However, at the end, they revealed that also GoldenEye is coming, and that it's going to have online play. Holy shit, that's huge. This was also rumored or leaked, I'm pretty sure. They then show another compilation of games, including Various Day Life, coming out literally today, Factorio, coming out October 28th, and then a weird abstract horror indie game looking thing called Ib, coming out spring 2023. Giving me real Yume Nikki Toilet in Wonderland Omori vibes. Also, Mario Strikers Battle League is getting more DLC. Pauline is going to be a character. I know it's been years, but goddamn did Odyssey make Nintendo suddenly give a shit about her again. As well as Diddy Kong. There's also going to be more outfits and a new stadium. It'll release next month. After that is a game called Atelier Ryza 3, Alchemist of the End and the Secret Key. Actually, go fuck yourself with that title. It's set to release February 24th, 2023. Next, they announce some shit for the Mario Kart DLC. They show off 2 tracks. One of them is Peach Gardens from the DS game, and the other one is Garbage from Tour. It's set to release this holiday. Fucking thanks, really helpful. After that is shit for Nintendo Switch Sports. Yeah, no, fuck you. No one gives a shit about that soulless catch grab. And I know you added Matt back as a CPU, but too little too late. And apparently, that golf game that they announced to be an upcoming free game and some of the only content we know is coming for a game that has less content than the last game on the fucking Wii, yeah, well, that's delayed now. I'm usually very accepting of this shit, especially with the lucky break you were given with Animal Crossing, which, may I remind you, is also currently fucking dead. But this shit is ridiculous. The game has barely any content. What the fuck is the holdup? Whatever, fuck this sports shit. Moving on, next thing. Well, apparently it's coming from Miyamoto. Oh, fuck me, here we go. But, actually, there is no Mario movie news. Just confirmation that it's still coming out next spring and wasn't delayed to next winter. Even though it would have been preferable to tell us that it was dead, or do have it be delayed and dangle it like a carrot on a stick indefinitely for 1,000,000 years like a Five Nights at Freddy's movie. That would be funny as fuck. In reality, he wants to talk about Pikmin. After a long and unnecessary chat about the already released Pikmin Pokemon Go ripoff, Pikmin Bloom, though we might as well call it Pikmin Go with how similar it sounds and is, we finally, after 1,000,000 fucking years, get confirmation that Pikmin 4 is a thing. We're only shown a small cutscene snippet and one screenshot depicting a pink-haired cunt, who may or may not be Brittany from 3, from behind, but it's official. Pikmin 4 is real and it's slated for next year. After that is Just Dance 2023. Which comes out in November of this year because Just Dance games are basically like cars, I guess. Call it a model for next year, and I guess they just think people won't notice that it isn't actually releasing next year. Just Dance has been cringe garbage for almost half a decade. They stopped being good a long time ago. It's either the fucking sludge of the American music industry, or shit that sounds exactly like the sludge of the American music industry, just in languages I can't understand. They didn't even reveal more than one song, and even then it could have been a misleading trailer-only song, so fuck me. Next is Harvestella. It was announced previously, but Square Enix, you have to stop. You're taking up half of this direct with shit so samey they might as well all be the same fucking franchise. Just stop. A demo was released today and it comes out November 4th. Then there's info on Bayonetta 3. It's just some story shit. Some old characters are returning and they have a new shitty OC that looks like your average Twitter retard. Which doesn't bode well when they already announced a shitty censor nudity mode. As if people who aren't already into the series, who already hate one of the core mechanics, implied by the desire to censor it, are going to pick up and start the series on the third fucking game in a franchise where all 3 of them are available on one platform. Fuck you. It comes out October 28th, by the way. After that is a Spike Chunsoft game called Master Detective Archives Rain Code. It looks like a mix between Phoenix Wright and fucking Persona 5. No, seriously. You're basically Persona, called Shinigami, which isn't just a Death Note thing, they're a previously existing part of Japanese mythology. Yeets you into basically a motherfucker's palace, and then you have to fight a corrupted version of the owner only as a detective and not an asshole teenager. What the fuck? It's meant to release spring 2023. Then, oh shit, Resident Evil 8! Ah shit, it's the cloud version. God damn it. What, you can get No Man's Sky to fit but not Resident Evil 8? Isn't Monster Hunter Rise literally in the same engine? Fuck you! It comes out October 28th. Damn, a lot of shit comes out that day. Calm the fuck down. With the DLC to 8 also coming out December 8th. Also, Resi 7, 2's remake, and 3's remake, all Cloud because fuck you, are coming out eventually this year. Next is another compilation. First is a port of Sifu, coming out November 8th. Then Final Fantasy Crisis Core Reunion, which I'm pretty sure we already knew it was coming for the Switch when it was announced at the Final Fantasy VII Anniversary thing, coming out December 13th. Then is a port of Radiant Silvergun, coming out today. Finally is a game called Endless Dungeon, coming out next year. After that is Tales of Symphonia Remastered. I can't remember if it was previously announced to be happening before this, but I think it might have been. It comes out early next year. Next is the near finale ending compilation, containing the Life is Strange collection, coming out September 27th, fucking you. Romancing Saga, Minstrel Song Remastered, god damn it Square Enix, fuck that title, releasing December 1st, then Lego Brick Tales releasing this fall, and the Disney racing game, which I don't care to mention because fuck Disney. Also, Fall Guys Season 2, coming out September 15th. After that, we hop straight into some Kirby. It looks really familiar for some reason, but King Dedede is in his new shitty redesign they put in Forgotten Land, so... Oh, actually, it's a remake of Return to Dreamland, and they're just retconning Dedede's appearance to be the new shit one. Oh. Genuinely, go fuck yourself. I don't care if it's Kirby's 30th. Return to Dreamland doesn't need to be remade. It's a Wii game. Everyone who wanted it probably already had it, you ass. It's called Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe and has barely any differences other than more unnecessary minigames that they're eventually going to milk into their own full games that'll probably have super predatory microtransactions. So that's fucking great. Here's a preemptive, even bigger fuck you. There's also a new copy ability called Mecha. I bet it's basically a press to win instantly button, because that's what Return to Dreamland needed apparently. And it's washed out as fuck. It comes out February 24th, 2023. But then, we finally come to the last thing. It looks very Zelda-y, and it turns out to be Zelda. Finally, it's more gameplay of Breath of the Wild 2. And at the very end, we finally get its full official title, Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom, as well as the, maybe, possibly, hopefully, final definitive release date of May 12th, 2023. I applaud you for managing to keep consistency with the naming scheme of the title. It's not much, but you have no idea how hard it apparently is for motherfuckers these days to have any consistency ever. But that's it. Thankfully, no Pokemon, at least Scarlet and Violet, and even more thankfully, no Mario movie. However, it was still massive amounts of ass. One doesn't simply expect much out of September Nintendo Directs, but one also doesn't expect most of it to be retarded Square Enix and/or fantasy farming simulator games. The Zelda shit, right at the very end, can't save it from being that. The amount of unnecessary garbage in this bitch is astonishing. It makes Pokemon's newest trailer look like fucking gold. Okay, I shouldn't say that. That's way too high a compliment for Pokemon. The last one was good, but not that good. But for most of this motherfucker, I was feeling either rage or indifference, and I don't know which is worse, but I'm sure as hell that neither is good. And then apparently Sony decided to shit a direct out on the same fucking day. Thank fuck I'm not covering them too, or I might have fucking killed myself. Though ironically, it was actually more interesting than this. But it's over now. People can finally shut up about Nintendo Directs happening at least until next year, and I can finally go back to working on my own shit and anticipating Pokemon to keep dropping turds every once in a while. So, with that being said, I'm VG Master 2, and I hope to see you next time.